Hi, welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. This is Julien, and you've joined me for another Mirrodin Darksteel 5th Dawn draft. So, first of all, let's have a look at our rare. Luminous Angel. Not a bad card. 7 mana 4/4 flyer. Gives you 1/1s every turn. It's can tap permanents. Shrapnel Blast isn't bad. Yeah, we've got a few cards here. I'm in a Swiss again. I was planning to do an 8/4 this time, but nothing was firing. I think I like Lead Myr the most out of the Myr here. I think in general I try and go for Silver Myr or Iron Myr. Sometimes Copper Myr as well, for all the strong green cards. I think a Myr is probably the strongest card in this pack. They're just really good cards in general, so I'll take that. I would be tempted towards a White Angel, but triple white and a 7-drop is not the most exciting thing for me. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you put a counter on it. You get 5 counters, you get 3/1 elementals. Not terrible. Nim Shambler. It's a big thing with Regenerate. Pearl Shard. Not terrible. Ocular Mender. Also not terrible. Spin Forger. Tap artifacts. Protection from artifacts. Destroys artifacts. This pack could go a few different ways. Try and go more aggressive with lightning coils. If you don't damage, you can. So Sun Droplet, given enough time, you can never die. I think I could go Goblin Replica here. It's pretty decent. Just kills things. Yeah, I think I'll go Goblin Replica. Glimmer Void. Over here I've got MTG Goldfish. Don't think Glimmer Void's worth much, but I'll check it. I've got an Iron Myr, which I would be pretty happy to pick up. Nimlasher just really isn't that good a card. Shatter is also very good. 231. Probably between Shatter and Iron Myr. At the moment, I think I might just take Shatter. I've already got 1 Myr. And just 2 mana instant destroy an artifact is quite good. So we've got another Myr. We have Serum Tank, which is playable. Mask of Memory, which is quite good. So right now I think it's been Mask of Memory and Lead Myr. Soldier Replica can kill things, that's not bad. Need 2 Season Songs now, pretty sure they're worth like nothing. I think they got banned in Modern. Yeah. Mask of Memory is quite good. Could take either of these here, but there's actually been a fair few Myr going around as well, so who knows. Terra is not terrible, but it's not amazing. Just prevents damage. Not that excited about that. It's actually on color for us. Talismans are just not that strong. Also, right now we're just red with a black. No. Spell bombs are all really good. Rock Familiar. It's okay. I think right now it's been Terra and Vault of Whispers. I think I'll take Terra. Having Terra and Shatter means you can answer a few different threats. And here we have so a 5 mana thing that you can return. That's okay. For rare? Yeah, it is weird. It's destroys equipment, not that interested. It's a weird effect. So you can protect stuff you own in really long matchups. Has to be a crazy long matchup if you want that. So here's between Tree of Tales and probably this Nim Devourer. I think I'll take Nim Devourer because it is a threat. There can be games where you just keep returning this huge high power guy and trade all their creatures you can block. Yeah, it seems fine. If we end up black, it's playable. Chimney Imp. This is not chittering rats. This is not the card you were looking for. Tangleroot is a combo card for some constructed decks. In the upkeep, you put a +1 counter on this, and it gets bigger and bigger. You have to pay if you want to attack with it or block with it. Tap target non-creature artifact. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. Vault of Whispers is not bad. Could take Vault of Whispers. Could take Ocean Soldier. The Ocean Soldier is actually pretty decent in some matchups. I think I might just take the 3 mana 1/4. I like having creatures like that. Keeps getting in for damage, holds off huge walls of people. So having decent blockers is a good thing in any format. And having things that can pick up this Mask of Memory is also good. Getting value out of Mask of Memory is really powerful. Okay, so Cloud Post, I'm pretty sure it's worth nothing again. Post. Let's see. Aside from that, yeah. What's its high point? 2.39. Yeah. Sacrifice an artifact or tap and lose life. Not that amazing. I think I might just take Moriok Scavengers here. Just returns artifact creatures. Seems fine. Untap target artifact. That's not amazing. It's just a dude thing. Get 2 basic lands. Could be Crockman Grunt, unfortunately. Yeah, I have no reason to want to repeatedly untap things. Welding Jar can be okay, but yeah, I'd rather have Crockland Grunt at the moment. Just 2/2. Not really invested in either of my colours at the moment, but if I can be red-black, play Shadow, Terror, all these other cards, that's not the worst. I feel like my pack 1 went a bit better the last draft I did, but this is not the end of the world. So, you draw 2 cards, then, yeah, you just gotta go. Getting another Moriok Scavenger seems fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I want. Take that. Unfortunately, they cannot return each other, but they're still good. Let's see. Wall of Blood is a very good blocker. Tangle Bloom can slowly gain new life. This is not something I'm interested in playing. The 6 mana 5/3. I feel like there's a lot of 6 mana creatures going around. Probably take Wall of Blood. Yeah, Tangle Bloom's not something I want to play. And I'm actually going to hide Wall of Blood because I'm almost never going to main deck that. It's just a good blocker. So in the next pack we can have the Affinity guys, they're okay. Ogre Leadfoot's okay. I think I'm more likely to play this than I am to play Slagworm Armor. This is very hard to block 3/3. Yeah, they need to have a 3/3 or bigger that's not an artifact creature. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sort of a beefy red-black deck at the moment. See if we can lower our curve a little bit, get some action spells. I would definitely take this Vault of Whispers. Artifact lands are perfectly playable. So I think Affinity was a Darksteel mechanic only. I could be wrong, but that's a feeling that I get. What am I more likely to want? Probably Tangle Bloom. This format was not that controlling that you need something that tells you that stylus. Although it can certainly prevent you from decking in a horrible, horrible way. It can help set up Moriok Scavengers, but then you have to get to the bottom of your deck. Whale of the Nim, happy with that. Not ecstatic, but I mean, most of my things survive 1 damage. And it's just a fun card. There's Reshape, Dismantle. Essence Drain's not bad. Quicksilver Behemoth is playable. Fairly strong card, but we're not heavy blue at the moment. I was just going to check. Reshape. Don't think it's worth much, but it was okay in Second Sunrise. Oh, it's worth 2 tickets, and it's been worth 12. Worth a lot before Dragon's Maze. which I think was when they banned Second Sunrise. So Dismantle is very strong, and Essence Drain is very strong. At the moment, I'm going towards Essence Drain. This is a sorcery. Both sorceries, but this deals 3 damage to anything. What else is there? Not a whole lot. I'm happy taking Essence Drain. We've got Death Mask Duplicant, 7 mana 5/5, exiles creatures, gains their abilities. Sincere of Despair, deals damage to people equal to their artifacts. This is not really playable. Spy Golem's okay. Echoing Decay is okay. And Sincere of Despair might be what I'm looking for. Certainly kills people. Certain decks just can't deal with this effect. I like Echoing Decay, but 3 mana flyers are okay, and 3 mana flyers that deal an extra 3 or 4 damage are pretty nice too. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, definitely looking like a deck that wants to kill the opponent now. So we're not going to be ultra controlling, but that's alright. Untap, you lose 3 life. So basically you lose 3 life on your first turn, and then you have 3/4 that you want to keep attacking with every turn after that. Other than that, there's another Essence Drain. Spawning Pit, Viridian Zealot is pretty good for the green deck, but that's not us. Okay, again, equipment. Aside from that, there's not a lot we want. We can take one of these cards and table them at like the Grimclaw bats, that's okay. Maybe even Spawning Pit. Not sure if I want another Essence Drain or if I want the Nim Abomination really. This is more aggressive, this is more controlling. I feel like Essence Drain might be a bit better. I'll go with that. That Nim Abomination seems fine, but I can definitely imagine a fair few game states in which it just sits there dealing damage to us and being bad. Or just getting shipped off into their opponent's wall of creatures and dying. What have we got? Darksteel Citadel, Oxidar Golem, decent. Could be the Golem here. Death Mask Duplicant, don't really want that. Don't think we have anything to do with charge counters from Core Tapper, so I think it's probably Oxidar Golem. It'll often be like a 4 mana 3/2 haste, we'll top deck it later and it'll be like 3 or 2 mana even. But won't necessarily play this, but it's fine. Almost definitely play Dross Golem. Short time on that creature can't return age and gain control of all its equipment. So okay. Non-black, so it kills artifacts, that's good. Few green cards going around. Evidently the person on my left isn't very green, the person on my right could be. I'll take Murderous Spoils. Card seems fine. It's expensive, but it's removal and this format's not lightning fast anyway. Very attrition-y deck we've got here. If we can get some way to generate consistent card advantage, I'd be happy. Don't really have that many artifacts, but that's okay. Morak Scavengers is playable even with just the 4 artifact creatures we have here. This one. This creature will deal combat damage to you, you prevent one of that, and you can pump attacking creatures. That seems okay. This for Silk Cloak seems fine. Not sure if we really want the 3rd Essence Drain. It's Thunderstaff better than that. Just trying to figure that out. It's very good against small creatures. Very bad against like controlling decks, but then it can force through more damage. It's a very unique effect for sure. Store a target artifact, and all artifacts is the same name, but it's a sorcery. I think I could take Thunderstaff here. Or Echoing Ruin. I think I'll actually just take Echoing Ruin. Just a 2 mana, store an artifact. Let's be consistent. Not tentatively, I can take Unforge or Arcbound Worker. But I'm not excited about either of those, and without an Engineer, well, I'm not excited about playing it. Might somehow make the deck in some weird universe. But I'm hiding that for now. Dross Golem, now that's what we're looking for. Just nice, well costed Fear guy. Often a 2 mana 3/2 on turn 3. Vault of Whispers doesn't exactly combo with it, but having the artifact land is okay. If Nim Devour is the only thing we have that cares about just a random artifact land, we'll probably just play a swamp. I mean, artifact lands can also die to artifact removal, and that's unfortunate. So, Tangle Golem still here, 5/4 Traveler. Got Wirefly Hive. Could be okay, just repeatable 2/2s. Be awkward, but is it better than just taking a Tangle Golem? Probably, our curve's pretty heavy already. I think I'll take Wirefly Hive. Flip side is in against another red deck actually. Yeah, I think I'll actually take Dragon's Claw and decide in against another red deck. That's the best one, because the only deck you care about is the red deck that can deal a lot of damage and play a lot of spells, burn, whatever. Still pretty bad though. Alright, so I think I'll take Drill Skimmer here. Don't really want this horrible card. Don't really want Drill Skimmer either, but whatever. Tested Root Hole's not bad. A little bit surprised it's still here, but whatever. It's not that good against us, so I don't actually care. But it's pretty good against some decks. Take Unforge. Be useful. If your opponent has swords or something, you definitely start it in. I Drill Skimmer for the moment. Take Core Tapper. There are reasons to have charge counters in 5th Dawn. Our deck looks okay. Not as exciting as our deck from last draft. Mono black with a million artifacts was pretty sweet. Take the Arcane Spyglass, might even play it. Can draw a few cards. Once you sacrifice 3 lands. Oh, this works, it was Core Tapper. Might even play them both. We'll see how many things we have that care about charge counters. Really don't want a Crazed Goblin, so I'll take the foil or Golem's Eye. Probably not play that either. Won't play Regenso. Won't play Golem's Eye. I'd rather play a land than that Eye, like almost all the time. It's fine, but it's just, you have to have a really top heavy curve and you have to really want to get to it. Maybe you have a bunch of Mer, you have a bunch of Golem's Eyes, and you have like 3 7s and 2 8s. Okay. Magma Giant is okay. Singing's alright for the green deck. Magma Jet's pretty decent. Everest Totem's okay. You can get to 10 mana and steal 2 things. Could take Magma Jet at the moment. Magma Giant is cool, but it's a bit expensive. The Quadrupod is fine. Healer's Headdress is fine. And Crackling Imp is playable. So ideally I'd like to pick up Magma Jet, Everest Totem, or Magma Giant. Have one of these 2 wheel would be decent. Hopefully a Magma Giant, but I kinda don't feel like that's gonna happen. But I'll take Magma Jet. 7 mana 5/5 that deals 2 deadly things is not that impressive, so I'm okay. But Magma Jet's a pretty good card. There's another one, there's Knight's Whisper. Joiner Adept's really good if you're going Sunburst in a green deck. Basically get access to all the colours. Fleshcrafter is okay, but nothing special. Between Knight's Whisper and Magma Jet, I think. And Golem's alright. How much is Serum Vision's worth? Might actually be worth a surprisingly high amount. Visions. It's on 1.88. Yeah, I don't care. So do I want to draw 2 cards or deal 2 damage? I feel like I want Magma Jet a bit more still. Even Grotesque is okay, but not amazing. It's very expensive. Cranial Plating. Probably play that. It's usually at least a Bone Splitter. And aside from that, it's like this weird 7-drop, some other stuff. It seems okay, but Cranial Plating has the most upside for sure. It can just be like +3, +4, +0. Use life equal to its toughness. An XX artifact creature and you sacrifice. Oh, that's not very good. Bullshock Sorcerer is pretty decent. Might just take that. Blind Creep is okay for that table. Sparring Collar, might play that. Yeah, exactly 3 or 4. Could be playable in weird matchups. The Quadrupod is certainly playable. I think I want the Bullshock Sorcerer. As much as I'd love a Blind Creeper, I'll take the Pinger. If I manage to get 2 of these, it will be amazing. Even just one of them is fine. So I wouldn't mind picking up some more decent artifact creatures. Aside from that, the deck looks okay. I've got a fair bit of removal. Got a few more packs left. I've got 4 more packs that I haven't seen before. Pick up some interesting cards. Pretty happy. 2 Essence Drains, 2 Magma Jets, got Shatter, Echoing Ruin, Terror. Got a lot of ways to kill creatures actually. Got Murderous Spoils. Yeah, if we can just pick up just more creatures, I'm pretty happy with that. Got Whale of the Nim as well, so might not necessarily be playing this. The downside of drafting quickly, that you have to wait for your opponents to pass the packs to you. Sometimes that can take a little while. But that's okay. I'm a patient person, most of the time. Some of the time I'm not. Not yet. I realise I just got past the pack, but I'm checking the price of Magma Jet. Maybe I didn't get past the pack at all. Clearwater Goblet is playable. Bullshock Sorcerer is pretty good. Blind Creeper. So if we got this, we'd probably bring in the Core Tapper. But I'll just play Bullshock Sorcerer. Why gain life when you can just kill everything your opponent has? Blind Creeper would be decent. I do love me a Blind Creeper. We're pretty even on red and black at the moment. Just take another Bullshock Sorcerer, I guess. Yeah, Bullshock Sorcerer it is. I had 3 very similar packs here, but having multiple Bullshock Sorcerers is a good place to be. The only other pinger in the set I think is Spikeshot Goblin, which is decent. Works very well with a Cranium Plating, or with a Bone Splitter. But these ones are just strong. Having haste. Not quite as good as Cunning Spark Mage, but very close. Okay, we are Bullshock Sorcerer.deck. So we have 1 more pack to hopefully pick up another Bullshock Sorcerer. That'd be pretty sweet. Just play 5 Bullshock Sorcerers, kill everything our opponent ever plays, keep up removal for their few bombs, and slowly win the game that way. Somehow I'm terrible at remembering to use my ability at the end of my opponent's turn with Cackling Imp. But when it comes to Bullshock Sorcerer, I'm just fine. I don't know, I guess it's a more active ability most of the time. Pass on to some counter and gain some random ability. Here it's between Lose Hope and Anadet Lurker. I think it might just be Anadet Lurker to have a big guy. I think that is 3-2 is fine, but I'd rather have one that untaps. Anadet Lurker is actually large enough that it makes some problems for people. Block things with fear. Lose Hope's fine, but I've got so much removal. Yeah, I can have Avarice Totem or Moor Quadrupod. Tricky. Avarice Totem leads to a weird game state where no one wants to do anything. Because they will take your stuff and you will take their stuff, and they will take your stuff and you will take their stuff. Whoever gets 10 mana first just basically wins that game. Might just take Moor Quadrupod really. As much as I like an Avarice Totem, just a nice big guy is fine. Now do I want Moor Quadrupod or Battered Golem? Quadrupod is a very good blocker, can trade with guys. Battered Golem is just efficient. I think I'll still take the Quadrupod. It's strong. Fleshcrafter is okay, not sure if I'll play it, but almost definitely not playing this dumb thing, or worried about any of the others. Sparring Collar, Don't really need that. I've got so many ways to kill things. To take Dross Crocodile, if they have like random big 5 toughness guys. Not that that sees much play in this format, but I'll give it a chance. New York Self Food, I guess. Don't care too much about the Stand Firm card. Screaming Fury. Yeah, that's not good. I was checking if it was an instant, then it might be playable. But Sorcery 3, Speed, +5, +0, and Haste is just not what I'm looking for in this deck. Alright, so we're definitely playing these Sorcerers, playing all of our 2-drops. Does this do combat damage? Yeah, unfortunately. Probably won't play Whale of Nim. Probably won't play Fleshcrafter either. Probably won't play Arcane Spyglass. Don't know about this Ogre Leadfoot either. That's probably playing both the Artifact Destruction spells. All of my Sorcerers. Terra. Emissary. Scavengers. Essence Drains. Devourer, and Murderous Spoils. Then we have Cranial Plating, Ledmer, Master Memory, Goblin Replica. We've got a lot of ways to kill things. If our opponent is threat light, they probably can't kill us ever. We'll just have more removal spells than they have win conditions. Alright. So what don't I want here? Separate things out. These are all spells. Let's see. So definitely want the Magma Jets. Could maybe cut an Echoing Ruin. Maybe cut Terra. Don't really want to cut any of this. Maybe cut Yocean Soldier. Have a lot of 3-drops bringing it against the aggressive decks that Full Shock Sorcerer isn't enough for somehow. Maybe cut a Quadrupod. About the same as Yocean Soldier, just depends on my curve. Could maybe cut Anadet Lurker. Cross Golem seems fine. Oxider Golem seems okay. Aside from that, Essence Drain, want to keep that. Want to keep Murderous Spoils. Instant Speed, destroy pretty much anything, seems good. Alright, so have a look at what we have here. And that Lurker seems a bit weak. So we still need to cut 2 more cards. I definitely want to have a few creatures so I actually have win conditions. Artifact creatures do combo with more Scavenger. I feel like no Quadrupod's a bit better than the Yocean Soldier. And do I want to keep one of these removal spells? If so, which one? Tricky. Instant Speed is strong with Terra. Most of the good creatures aren't actually artifacts. I've already got Magma Jets. Let's see, Yocean Soldier is definitely the most consistent. I think I'll keep Terra actually. I think the games where that matters are the games that'll be the hardest to win. What am I doing? Oh, stop it. Let's play colour. Alright. Don't really want any of that. Don't really want any of that. Artifacts. Sort back a bit of mana cost. And I think that's an acceptable 23. Once again, yeah. Seems fine. But I just realised I have Mask of Memory, which makes the Yocean Soldier a bit more interesting, and now we can attack a turn earlier. Can we play that actually? No, actually still playing the Quadrupod. Land 9-8. I might actually go the other way. I've got these 4 full shock sorcerers here, and most of my 2 drops are red. We'll submit this. Awesome, submitted. Properly submitted. I mean, being a bit traumatized this week, so just making sure all my decks properly submit. Alright.